Hello everyone, it is your boy B3 back with another kicking vlog video. An action figure vlog of sorts. I might start doing these. I don't usually do this. Lots of YouTube channels do their top 10 action figures of the year towards the end of the year. I don't really want to do a top 10, but I will do my top figure of the year. What I think the best figure of 2020 was, and hopefully many of you will agree. Just a few hints. It is a monster. It's not a toy line I usually get, and it's of something that I'm really into but don't actually talk about that much, especially on this channel. I kind of talk about it more on the second channel, but not much here. So we are going to look at the best action figure of 2020. But before we do that, just going to shout out some toy lines that did some great stuff this year. SH Figure Arts gave us some great stuff in the Kamen Rider world. Marvel Legends gave us some really cool Spider-Man stuff. That new Spider-Man body mold is fantastic. NECA gave us some great stuff, like with their Ultimate figures. They did just a great job with that. That's just a few shout-outs I wanted to give. And I wanted to give a big shout-out to Hasbro for the Power Rangers Lightning collection, currently my favorite toy line. I think you're doing a spectacular job on that. Keep it up. So, before we reveal the best action figure of 2020, we're going to do the runner-up. Yeah, we're doing the runner-up first. I think it's one that a lot of people on this channel would be interested in. It is a kaiju. It is super articulated. It is the NECA King Kong 1933. I adore this figure. It hasn't gone up on the shelf ever. Since I bought it shortly after it came out, it has been on my coffee table because I simply can't stop messing around with it. I love playing with this thing. It is such a good figure. I really love the articulation. The sculpt is great. It's just such a cool figure. I can't help but love it. NECA, he did a great job on this Kong. I hope you give us more Kongs to come. I'd love to see, the 70s Kong and its sequel with Kong and the female Kong. I would love Son of Kong, probably most of all. Peter Jackson Kong, Skull Island Kong, GVK Kong. Give us all the Kongs. Every Kong you could possibly give us. Give us the Kongs, because I love this figure. It's going to go right there between Gamera. Gamera was actually a great figure this year. I think he came out this year. Yeah, very cool. This figure's old. But they did re-release that Godzilla this year. Now, we are going to finally reveal the winner of the best action figure of 2020. It is a horrific creature, one that stalks the night. It is the Mezco Nosferatu. Yeah, I know most of the people that watch my reviews are more into kaiju, but I know y'all love monsters out there in general. And Nosferatu is not only a great film, but it turns out a pretty great action figure. Why did I choose Nosferatu? Well, when this figure came out, there was a huge buzz about it. Everyone loved this figure. Everyone wanted this figure. People were making tons of ACBA using this figure. They still are. I pre-ordered this, I was literally waiting on the website. The pre-orders went live at 1 p.m. or something in my time zone. And I was literally waiting on the website with bated breath, refreshing, waiting for it to come live. I wanted this so badly. It also marks the revival of Mezco's Silent Screamers line, which is a toy line of silent horror film characters, you know? I really want more from this line in the future. I would love a Phantom of the Opera, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Jekyll and Hyde, you know? There are so many good options. There is a silent Frankenstein film that was made by Edison. That's technically the original Frankenstein movie. Yeah, there are just so many great silent film monsters. Like, I really want The Man Who Laughs. Like, that's a big one for me, The Man Who Laughs. The Golem, you know? The robot from Metropolis, whose name I can never remember. There's a lot of options here. And hopefully we will get much more from the Silent Screamers line. But another thing about this line is he came with a ton of accessories. This guy came with so many different hands and heads and rats and like a lantern to hold and keys on a key ring. And it wasn't like a single piece of plastic. Like, it was individual keys on a single key ring so they could like move around and jingle and stuff. So many great accessories. The best of which is straight up his coffin. It comes with a coffin to put him in to scale, full of dirt from his homeland and rats. Like, yowza. Absolutely yowza. And all of this comes in an exclusive Nosferatu Mezco Silent Screamers lunchbox. Yeah, so you can store all the accessories and stuff in the lunchbox. Mine unfortunately came indented, but I think I can hammer it out. I just haven't bothered doing it yet. But not only that, it came with a t-shirt. So I have a Mezco Nosferatu t-shirt. It also came with a film cell from the stop motion trailer for the figure. And you guys know I love stop motion, and I love Nosferatu and just monsters in general, so that was great. And then they also sent you like a little blind bag, Gomez with it too, just because I think Mezco just throws those into all the things it ships directly from its website, honestly. But, wow. So incredible. I mean, look, he's got great detail, sculpt, paint, all of it. He's wearing, like, actual clothes. Like, that's one thing Mezco does now. They actually put clothes on the figure that's not sculpted. But it's still, like, it's still sculpted and painted all the way up the arm, even though the sleeve covers it. But he's got, like, little clothes on, which is so interesting. And they're, like, tattered, you know, and he's articulated very well. Like, my only complaint about this figure is it's not a scale that a lot of my figures are in. At least not a lot of my horror figures. Most of my horror figures are kind of like NECA Diamond Select scale. You know? Like this Boris Karloff Frankenstein. Well, I guess Frankenstein towering over somebody is fine because he's Frankenstein's monster and Boris Karloff wore lifts in his shoes, so he'd be real big and stuff. But, I mean, lots of my other horror monsters are like just way too big for him, and that's kind of a problem. He's my smaller horror monster. But if NECA makes more Silent Screamers, then I'll have a bunch of horror creatures and characters in this scale, so it'll be totally fine. I mean, NECA did make a Boris Karloff Frankenstein, which I probably will get at some point. I mean, I did get their Kong as well. This isn't my only Mezco figure, but it is my best Mezco figure. No offense, Kong. And I absolutely love it. What an incredible, incredible figure. So if you want to know more about this figure, you can definitely check out my review of it on this channel. I also reviewed the Kong. That was the runner-up. The NECA 1933 King Kong was the runner-up. And his review is already up as well. Both their reviews are live. Check them out. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And leave a comment telling me what your favorite figure of 2020 was. I would love to know. Like, I really would, because if I don't have it, and you say it was the best figure you got of 2020, then maybe I'll look into getting it. That is it. Thank you all once again for your support, and I'll see you all, you guessed it, next time.